Okay, all right. Hello, everybody. We are back again. We are here again. So we are approaching. We are approaching the end of beginner elementary level harmony one. We have two more, including this one. We have two more presentations, and this one will be about telling stories that summarize maybe that composes almost all the things that we learned in harmony one. Of course, and what are we able to do now, up to now? What are we able to do? What we can do? So we should really do a self-check, and we can do it. Like maybe not today, but tomorrow we can do such an activity as well. Now, let me share our presentation, which is about storytelling. This one. Share. Yes, this one. Okay, I think it's okay. Yes, hello again and welcome to our English acquiring channel, and welcome to summarize what we did. What we did in the past 2 months, starting from September and October. So today is the 1st of November, Tuesday, and 2022. Okay. Yes, as you know, stories appeal to our imagination. Yes. Not to our mentality, but to our imagination. We just imagine them. We imagine, but maybe we can think about them as well. Maybe we can learn something from them. Okay. Now, trip 9, the last presentation before the last one, before the 10th trip. Okay. Trip 9, telling stories in both the simple present tense and simple past tense. Yes, you know this. In Turkish, we also do it like this. We both start and continue and end a whole story in simple present tense or in simple past tense. Okay, yes, and this is the famous expression, opening of a story. Yes, opening of a story. Once upon a time, long time ago, in the past, one day in the past, or just its popular and famous form, once upon a time. There is a cruel king. There is an oppressive king. Okay, this is simple present tense. Everyone is afraid of him. The people of that country is or are. Yes, this is also possible. For example, Turkish people. Yes, but of course it is the plural of person, but it has also got the meaning of the group of people. Yes, the people of that country is very poor because that king takes almost all of their money. One day, the king's soldiers bring a poor man to the palace. The man doesn't have any money, so he can't pay his taxes. The king and the poor man have a conversation like this. Of course, the conversations, dialogues are always in present or future. Yeah, in their original form. Okay, the king says, if you don't pay your taxes now, I will kill you, because he's a cruel king. I can't pay them because I don't have any money. Then you must die. The poor man throws himself to the floor. Please, let me go. Please, let me be free, Your Majesty. If you don't kill me, I will teach your horse to talk. The king has an excellent horse. He is very proud of it. He smiles. All right, you can have 1 year. I give you 1 year. If you teach my horse to talk, I will give you gold and silver. But if you don't, I will kill you. Okay, let's think about the period. Is a year, is a 12-month period. Is a year a short or long period of time? Of course, it changes to our psychological situation. Two soldiers take the man to the horse stable. One of the soldiers says, you are stupid to say that you will make the horse talk, or you will have the horse talk, or you will get the horse to talk. Do you believe that you will succeed it? Do you believe that you will achieve it? It's impossible to teach a horse to talk. Everybody knows this. At the end of the year, the king will kill you. The old man says, I am not stupid. Before the end of year, 4 things may happen or might happen, also possible. 4 things may happen, may occur. Firstly, the king may die at the end of the year. Secondly, the horse may die. Thirdly, I may die. Lastly, the horse may talk. Okay. This is the end of this story. We can transform it into past tense. Okay, let's do it. Let's go back to the beginning, and slowly let's change it into simple past tense. Okay. Yes, once upon a time there was, okay, there was a cruel king. Everyone was afraid of him, or everyone was scared of him. Okay. Terrified. Everyone was terrified of him because the king was terrifying, because the king was frightening, okay, oppressing. Everyone is afraid of him. He was a cruel king. He was a cruel king. The people of that country was or were, if you want to give the message of the whole group, we use is or was. But if you want to give the message, or if you want to talk about every single of the people in that society, then we can also say the people of that country were, okay, very poor because that king took, yes, always took, usually took almost all their money. They took, taken. One day the king's soldiers brought a poor man to the palace. Bring becomes brought. The man didn't have any money, so he couldn't pay his taxes. The king and the poor man had a conversation like this. Yes, we cannot change them into past. Okay, there, we should read there again. Of course, you know, everybody knows this in their original form. If you don't pay your taxes now, I will kill you. I can't pay them because I don't have any money. Then you must die. The poor man throws himself to the... Oh, sorry. Now here, thrown. Threw. The poor man threw himself to the floor. Please let me go. Please let me be free, Your Majesty. If you don't kill me, I will teach your horse to talk. An interesting idea. The king had an excellent horse. He was very proud of him. He liked his horse. He was very proud of it. He smiled. Regular word. All right, you can have 1 year. If you teach my horse to talk, I will give you gold and silver. But if you don't, I will kill you. Okay, is a year a short or long period of time? Let's think about it. Okay, if you are happy, it's a short time. If you are unhappy, sad, or if you are in a stressful situation, it's a long time. It changes, the length of time changes according to our psychological state, psychological situation. The soldiers took the man to the horse stable. One of the soldiers said, okay, you are stupid to say that you will make the horse talk, or you are stupid to say that you have the horse talk, or you are stupid to say that you will get the horse to talk. Do you believe that you will succeed? It's impossible to teach a horse to talk. At the end of the year, the king will kill you. The old man said, I am not stupid. Before the end of year, 4 things may happen. Firstly, the king may die. Secondly, the horse may die. Thirdly, I may die. Lastly, the horse may talk. Okay. Now, this is also an extract from a story. Of course, not all the whole story, but just a part of the story. In a dialogue, I think. Okay. Keloğlan walked along the path. What did he do then? He went through a corridor. Where did he go then? Where did he go? He went towards a castle. What happened next? He hit. What happened next? Sorry. He climbed. Regular word. Where is it? Climbed. Here. He climbed up the stairs, and then he climbed down the other side of the stairs. What did he do then? He walked past the princess' room, or he ran past the princess' room, or he moved past the princess' room. And then what happened? He walked under a big ladder, and then he walked or ran, let's use ran here. He ran across the courtyard, and then what happened? He jumped over the fence, and then he climbed into the well. Climbed up, climbed down, climbed into, climbed out of. These are also possible. But here, yes, he climbed into the well. Maybe he jumped into, if it is not deep, if it is shallow, then yes, we can say he jumped into the well. Okay. Okay, another story. Is it all right if you retell the story in the past tense starting like this? There was. Now let's read the present form of it first. Present form. Everybody does this like this. Everybody tells a story in two forms. First present form and the second format. Okay. Bees, honey. There is a beekeeper. The beekeeper looks after his bees regularly and carefully. One day, the beekeeper moves away from the garden for a while. Unfortunately, someone steals all the honey during that period. When the beekeeper turns back, the bees attack him and sting him. They think that uh, the beekeeper took away all their honey. But the fact is not always how it seems. Okay. Now we'll change the present form of the verbs, including to be, of course, and if there's modal, into the second form, like this. Look becomes looked. Move, regular verb. Steal, stole, the second form, not the third. We don't need the third form yet. Turn, turned, yes. Attack, attacked, regular verb. Sting, stank, stunk, yes, stank. Poison, yeah. With sting is both noun and verb. The bees poison with their sting, or they just sting is also possible. The think, thought, take, took, not taken, but took. Okay, let's read it in simple past tense. Bees, honey. There was a beekeeper. The beekeeper looks after his bees regularly. Looked. The beekeeper looked after his bees regularly and carefully. One day, the beekeeper moved away from the garden for a while. Unfortunately, or it was unfortunate that someone stole all the honey during that period. When the beekeeper turned back, the bees attacked him and stung him. They thought that he had taken here. We will study this in the intermediate level, okay? We will finish all the 10 sentences, including, of course, to be and modals too. Okay, had taken away all their honey, but the fact was not always like how it seemed. Okay, this is this. Now, the Puss in Boots, everybody knows this story again. The Puss in Boots, there were windmills to grind wheat into flour. What are there today to do the same thing? Today there are electronic mills to do the same thing. Means to grind wheat into flour. Okay, once upon a time there was, or there lived a poor miller. He was poor but happy. He had a windmill and worked in it happily. He was happy. In fact, or actually, this is also a beautiful expression. Actually, he had nothing except for a mill, except for an ass, and except for a cat. He didn't have a house. He also lived in his mill. With his 3 sons. One day, he became ill and wrote his will. He realized that he was about to die. He called his sons and explained his will to them. The eldest son had the windmill. The eldest is enough, in fact. The eldest had the windmill. The second one had the ass, the donkey. What did the youngest one or youngest son have? He had the cat. We know this. Now this is the original but simplified, of course, simplified. I put it in parentheses, yes, okay, because it is in its original form from the internet. Okay, Puss in Boots chapter 1. Once upon a time, there was a poor miller. He lived in a small house together with his 3 sons. The miller worked at the mill and his sons helped him. Yeah, they always helped him. The miller had no horse. He used his donkey to bring wheat from the fields. The years went by. The miller grew old and died. His sons decided to divide their father's things among themselves. That was easy. He had almost nothing to leave to his sons, only his mill, his donkey, and his cat. I'm going to take the mill, said the miller's oldest son. I will take the mill, or I'm going to take the mill. We are going to study at the beginning, we are going to study this structure, future be going to at the beginning of intermediate level. Yes. Okay. I am going to take the donkey, said the second son. And what about me? Asked the youngest son. You can take the cat, left his brothers. And it was written by, or Charles Perrault wrote this story, and he lived. Charles Perrault lived between 1628 and 1703. Now, let's summarize what we have learned, or what we learned in a particular context, and then finish this presentation with a meaningful story for the last time. Now, this is, I think, very important. That kind of compositions are very important. We see what we learned in a context. Okay. Now let's focus on ecosystem in our planet, in the Earth and in the universe. Ecosystem. Yes, this is also useful. We know that clause. You know this. We know that. Okay, subject, verb, object. For example, we know that air is nature. Yes, air is nature is the main clause, but when we put that at the beginning of it, it becomes a that clause. Okay, that air is nature. We know now the main clause. We know it, for example. What is it? It is this. That air is nature. We know that air is nature. We know that water is nature. We know that soil is nature. In fact, these are natural resources for the living things. Minerals, we know that, yes, let's use it, okay, let's gain it today. We know that minerals are non-living, or we know that they are lifeless. So they don't move from one place to another place. Do minerals move from one place to another place? No, they don't. They don't live from one place to another place. We know that plants are living things. We know that plants are living things. They grow up and mature, but they can't change their places. Yes. Animals are living things. Animals are living things, and another sentence, for example, they can go from one place to another place, and is a conjunction here. However, but, they cannot, however means but, they cannot change their style of eating, drinking, and style of drinking, style of sleeping, and entertainment. They don't have a knowledge and culture problem. But what about human beings? Yes, human beings have a knowledge and culture problem. We have a knowledge and culture problem. We cannot think of life without knowledge, without learning, and without culture, without civilizations. Okay. It's our problem. Animals, they don't complain about their habitat, food, and tools, or how much they see. They don't complain about how much they see, how much they hear, how much they run. But we complain about how much we run, how much we see, how much we hear. So we invented microscopes to see the small things. We invented telescopes to see the things far from us. Okay. They don't have an ideal. Animals don't have an ideal to establish a technology and civilization, but we always had an ideal to establish a technology and civilization. So human beings have an ideal to establish, to make up a technology and civilization. As for humans or human beings, this is also famous. As for us, as for humans, or when it comes to humans, when it comes to us, we are living too. We move from one place to another one. We recognize the happenings around us. We are aware of, we recognize. We are always aware of the happenings, events around us. We store knowledge, don't we? Yes, we write the knowledge. We write the knowledge down and we store it. We store knowledge. We establish culture and civilizations. We make use of or we benefit from the past, present, and the future. Yes, we benefit from the experiences of us in the past, and we are aware of the things at present, and we dream about the future, or we make plans about the future, plans and programs. For example, our plan is to finish intermediate level and the advanced level from now on. Today, maybe we will finish Harmony 1, beginner elementary level. So we will start the intermediate level, which is Harmony 2, maybe tomorrow. Okay. Now humans are in the nature. Yes, of course we are in the nature, just like minerals, yeah, plants and animals, but we are as if out of the nature. We always complain about what we have, how much we see, how much we hear, how much we run, and how we live. So, we are not happy with what we have, or we are not happy with the format of what we have. We always try to change, develop that format into a better form. This is our nature. Okay, for example, we invented cars, planes to move from one place to another faster than normal. Okay. Okay, this is our last story in 2 pages. Okay. Justice must be maintained, must be sustained, must be permanent, not just for 1 day, 1 year. Justice must, there must be justice permanently. Okay, we must always have justice live in justice. Okay. We must be just, of course. We must always be fair, just. Okay. Okay, but what does the story say? Let's see it. Once upon a time, a king was wandering in the countryside, walking around, wandering, or maybe riding around, riding on the horse. Yes, was wandering in the countryside. When he saw a mill and a magnificent view around the mill, he said, "Build me a palace here." Okay, they said. The king's men immediately went to the miller and said, "Our king likes this place very much and wants to buy it," they said. The miller told them that his mill was not for sale. He will not. The miller told them that he would not sell his mill. Well, let me read the original sentence again. The miller told them that his mill was not for sale. The king's man said, "But we will give you 40-fold the price of this place." 40-fold means 40 times more, 40 times more than the price of this place. When the miller said it wouldn't happen again, they said, "But why don't you sell it yet?" And the soldiers added, "You can buy 40 mills with the money that we will give you." The miller immediately said his reason, his purpose, his ideal, not to sell his mill. "I will not accept such a sale because I cannot cause injustice to spread." Yes, it means I want justice to maintain. I want to maintain the justice. I want to spread the justice, not injustice, not oppression. Okay, not cruelty. What does the image say? Climate justice equals human justice. Yeah, climate justice in our ecosystem equals human justice. Maybe human justice equals climate justice as well. Okay. Now quiz time. Tour 6, trip 9. Okay. So trip 10 will be the last presentation of Harmony 1. Okay. Please choose the correct alternative. Question 1. They saw a spaceship in the film. Her friend asked her to take some photo of it. Let me read it again. They saw a spaceship in the film, blank. Her friend asked her to take some photos of it, in the film, in the movie. Because when, so, why? They saw a spaceship in the film. So her friend asked her to take some photos of it. Okay. 2, you shouldn't blank after eating because it's dangerous, blank with a full stomach. You shouldn't, verb 1. Not slept, this is wrong. After should or shouldn't, we use verb 1. Not B is also wrong. Yeah, let's examine. Let's look through. C, sleep to sleep. It's dangerous to, yes, dangerous adjective to do. This is true. You shouldn't sleep after eating because it's dangerous to sleep with a full stomach. Sleeping, no. Models doesn't want verb ing to be verbs. Verb am, is, are, was, were, being. Want verb ing. Okay? Okay. Three, and prepositions, of course. After prepositions we use, but there isn't preposition here. Okay. Question 3. I wonder why. I wonder what. I wonder why you are unhappy. I wonder what you are doing. I wonder where you are going. I wonder how many books you have. This is really practical. I wonder why. I advise you to look it up in the dictionary. Wonder, yes. As a verb. Okay, it is also a noun. As a verb, I wonder why. Okay, we look for a sentence here. Why closed? Not a question. It is not a question mark, question word here. No. This is the question. Did they want? This is wrong. Incorrect. They want. Okay, it may be. I wonder why, but yes, they want to see. Yes, this must be true. I wonder why they want to see the lake tomorrow evening. Why will they? No, we don't make a question. Have they question again? So we need this one. I wonder why they want to see. Okay. I wonder what they want to see. I wonder when they want to see the lake. When? Tomorrow evening. The answer. Okay. In this time. Okay, the last question. No, the fourth one. I wonder if, again, we look for if clause, not the question form. I wonder if you will meet them in Göreme. Oh, this is true. A is true. I wonder if you will meet them in Göreme. I wonder if is there? No. But if there is, yes. I wonder if not to meet, no infinite. We didn't learn like something like this. Did she? No. I wonder if she met them. Okay. But this one is completely correct. I wonder if you will meet them in Göreme. The last question. Your friend blank bought a computer blank, you seen it yet. Your friend has bought a computer. Have you seen it yet? Okay. This is a key and present perfect, and we will study it in the intermediate level. Okay. Okay, all right. Now, useful paragraphs in English and Turkish. Self-control, self-check, auto-control, and pray. The sufferings, the tribulations, which do not knock me down, make me stronger. They make me stronger, Nietzsche said. Niyazi Misri said, I was looking for a remedy for my suffering. My suffering was a remedy for me. Yeah, Niyazi Misri understood that. His suffering was a remedy for him. Now, Chekhov, what does Chekhov said? He said, being occupied or being busy with the sins of others, other people, does not make an individual a saint, a mature person, an intellectual person. Yes. A scholar, yeah, or being busy with the sins of others does not make an individual a perfect person. Okay, as long as we have self-control and pray, suffering makes us stronger. Anger makes us more courageous. A broken heart makes us more rational. A sensing mind is aware of the messages from all the psychological, physical, and the absolute worlds. The awareness compiles works of beauty from the three beautiful sources, from the physical world, from the psychological world, and from the absolute worlds. As the language of the psyche As the language of the psyche, nature and the absolute is beautiful. Only beautiful comes out of beauty again. Sometimes easily and sometimes in difficulty. Self-control leads to, causes, take us to. Yeah. Self-control leads to a sensing mind. A sensing mind leads to positivity, cleanliness, trust, and solution. A sensing mind, a healthy mind, a sound mind. Okay. The second one, it's a matter of nature. Those who globally, universally think, reason, love, and behave are not able to give harm to the human beings. Those here means those people. Yeah, those people who globally, universally think, let's put a hyphen here. Okay, those who globally think or universally think, reason, love, and behave are not able to give harm to the human beings. They can't give. They can't give. They are not able to give harm to the human beings, the living things, and the globe. Because why? Because they think, they reason, they love, and behave globally, universally. This attitude has become their nature, or this attitude is their nature. Okay, thank you for listening and watching, and let's go on to the last presentation of Harmony 1.